So the first method that I will be discussing is substitution. So let us write down our equations first. And whenever you are writing your equations, make sure that the first thing you do is you number your equations. And now we will start with substitution. So when you are substituting, so here, since you have 1, you will write it again. 2x plus y equal to 7. It implies y is equal to 7 minus 2x. So this is your step 1. First you isolate one variable. Then the next thing is you substitute the value in the other equation. So you can do it with x also, but since y was, didn't have any coefficient, so this is 1 here, so I didn't have to make it fractional, so which is why I took y. So substituting, okay, you can write like this: value of y into, we get 4x minus 3 times of 7 minus 2x plus 1 is 0. So 4x minus 21 plus 6x plus 1 is 0. So 10x minus 20 is 0. 10x is 20, and so x is 2. Now you have it. Now again you will do what? Using value of x in 1, we get, or instead of 1, what you can do is you can number this as 3, and you can write using value of x in 3, we get y is 7 minus 2 into 2, which is 7 minus 4, which is 3. So y is 3. So basically you isolate one variable, then you substitute the value, find the value, and then use that value to find the value of your other variable. This is substitution method. Now let us go to our next method, elimination method. Again, our first job will be to write the equation and number it. Now I will be using the same equation to demonstrate all 3 methods. And if you have any other doubts in this chapter regarding any particular question or solving from any particular method, please feel free to leave it down in the comments. Now here, you see the initial equation, the plus 1 was given on the left hand side, which was okay for a substitution method, but in elimination we will try to keep it on this side. So x below x, y below y, and numbers below numbers. So I want to keep it in a format like that. And what I will do here, so now here there are 2 approaches to solve this. So I have to eliminate one variable. Eliminate means cancel it out. So either I can cancel out x or I can cancel out y. It is totally up to you. So if someone wants to cancel out x and if someone wants to cancel out y, what will they have to do? So if I want to eliminate x, so if you choose the path to eliminate x, what you have to do is you have to make this 2x into 4x, 1 into 2, and then subtract it from equation number 2. So this will be 4x minus 4x, and so the x will be eliminated. And if you have to eliminate y, what do you need to do? For y, you will, this is minus 3y, and this is y only. So I will multiply 1 by 3, and then I will add it with 2. So I will demonstrate it. I will be using this one because this is easier, but you can use any. So you will write this, whatever you are doing. This is what you will write depending on the method you're choosing, and then we will solve. So 2x plus y is equal to 7. This I have multiplied by 3 into 3. And then plus 4x minus 3y equal to 1. So this is actually being multiplied by 3, so it will be 6x plus 3y equal to 21. Each of the numbers, make sure you're multiplying the whole equation and not just y. And then 4x minus 3y equal to 1. And now I'm adding these. So since I'm adding, so the signs won't change. So positive remains positive and negative remains negative. So if you add it, 6 plus 4 is 10x, and plus 3y minus 3y, these get cancelled out, and this is okay. I think I have made a mistake. It was plus 1 in the question. Yeah, so when it goes on the other side, it becomes minus 1. So this will be minus 1. So here you will have minus 1, and the sign won't change. So this will remain as minus 1. So 21 minus 1 is 20, and so x is 20 by 10, which is 2. So x is equal to 2, and after this step you will use substituting value. Now you can substitute the value in any equation you wish to substitute it in, 1 or 2. So let me substitute it in 1. So 1 is 2x plus y is 7, so 2 into 2 plus y is 7. So y is equal to 7 minus 4, which is 3. Now if you had chosen to subtract, I will demonstrate that one for you as well, so that you do not have any doubts. So the first equation I will multiply by 2. So it's 2x plus y equal to 7. I will multiply it by 2. So 2x becomes 4x plus 2y equal to 14. Just simply multiplying it by 2. And then the next equation stays as it is, 4x minus 3y equal to minus 1. And then the sign changes because I'm subtracting here. So now this gets eliminated. And this is 5y equal to 15. And so you get y is 15 by 5, which is 3. And then you can substitute as we have done. Okay. Now sometimes you may find something like 2x and 3x. So in that case there is no common here, no multiple, so 1 is not the multiple of other. So in that case, if you want to eliminate x, so you will multiply this one by 3 and this one by 2. So in that case you get 6x and 6x, and then you can eliminate it. So if there is nothing common, then you multiply each one by the other one. Okay, this is something students have issue in, so I have discussed this as well. So now lastly we will be discussing our graphical method. Let me write the equations first and correctly this time. 2x plus y is equal to 7, and 4x minus 3y is equal to minus 1. Now here also you will isolate y first, and we will solve the two equations separately. We will draw the graphs, and then we will choose the pointer intersection. So here y is 7 minus 2x. Okay, so now we will draw a table where we will write the values of x and y. You can choose any values of x. It clearly, totally, entirely depends on you. So I am choosing 1 and 2 and 0. So if I put as x is equal to 1 in this equation, so what is y is equal to 7 minus 2 into 1, which is 7 minus 2, which is 5. Okay, so this way we will be calculating. So it is a bit of a time consuming method for sure. This is 5. So again, if I put 2, then it is 3, and if I put 0, then it is 7. And here also x and y, and we have to also isolate y. So y is minus, okay, let me do it in detail for you. It is minus 3y is equal to minus 1 minus 4x. So y is equal to minus 1 minus 4x by minus 3. Okay, so now x and y, and then again we will put in our values. I will use 0, minus 1 and 2. So if I put x is equal to 0, my answer is 1 by 3. You see, minus 1 minus, this is 0, by minus 3, this gets cancelled, and I have 1 by 3. Next, you see if I put minus 1. Now why I took minus 1 and 2 is because if I put minus 1, you see minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 by minus 3, it is minus 1 plus 4 by minus 3. So 4 minus 1 is 3 by minus 3. This is minus 1. And similarly, when you take 2, you will get minus 1 minus. So this is, you can do the calculations so easy. So minus 1 minus 8. So it is minus 9 by minus 3, which is 3. Okay. So you have to make this table in your exam, and now we simply have to draw our graph based on these values. So since I'm taking it a bigger graph because we also have 7y is equal to 7 here, which is a comparatively larger value, and so this is my graph. So let me first name, and whenever you are drawing your graph, you have to keep in mind a lot of things here. First is to name the axis as x, y. This is the origin, this is x dash, and y dash, the negative axis. Okay, this is one thing. Also, you will make sure you write your scale based on what kind of graph paper you are using. If you have any difficulty in writing the scale, so basically you just write as 10 centimeter, not 10 centimeter, 10 millimeter, whatever graph you're using is 1 unit in this way. So whatever graph you are using, it really depends on your graph. So if you still have doubt, I can show you a graph paper later on if you comment. So 1, 2, 3. I don't think I'll be needing more. I'm trying to keep it equal distances because so that my graph is a bit on point. So the 7 is a bit here, and there it's a bit shorter than it should be, but it's fine. When you draw it with your scale and everything, it will be much more accurate than what I'm drawing. So now we will draw it line wise. So first let us draw this line here. So when x is 1, y is 5. How do we draw this? We take our pen, we take x is 1, and here y is 5. So I put a dot here. And you can circle the dot. This just helps you to highlight the dot. When x is 2, y is 3. So when x is 2, so on the x-axis we find 2, and then when the y-axis, so we go up, and then we keep going till we reach 3. So when x is 2, y is 3, so we draw our dot here. I don't need to show the dotted lines in your answer, but you can show it, there's no issue if you do. And then the third one is when x is 0, so x is 0 here, then y is 7 this. This is going to be a line. Now it's not very straight because I have not spaced it correctly, so my line won't be straight. Yeah, so my line won't be very straight. Let me fix it for you. Which one was this? X is 1, y is 5. So this is a bit off spaced here. This will be here, okay? My spacing is not correct, which is why this issue is there. Yours won't have this issue. And when you're drawing a line, make sure you have this arrows here, and you will write it, the equation 2x plus y is 7, right? So you will write the line, this is over here, okay? So 2x plus y is 7. Now let us do the other one. 0, when x is 0, y is 1/3. So 1/3 is less than 1, so it will be 0.33, so it will be somewhere here, okay? Next one, when x is -1, so when x is -1, y is also -1, so again somewhere here, not here, it will be exactly here. Okay, and I have already said you don't need to draw these, but you can for understanding. and then when x is 2, y is 3. Now obviously this is our common point, we already know since we have solved this equation out of them. So this point is common here for that line as well as this line. So let me draw a graph. Now again, this is not very straight because like I said, my spacing is not very correct, so I was wrong. 0.33 will okay, it will be here. Okay, let me fix it for you. Somewhere here you will have 0.33, and if you want, I think you should actually name it. So this point is 0,7, this point is 1,5. So when we name it, we first write x, then we write y, and this point is 2,3. This is -1, -1. This is 0,1/3. So it's not like you cannot include fractions in your answers. You can include it, and then you will write the equation, do not forget. So this line is 4x minus 3y is equal to -1. So now we see clearly we have a point of intersection 2,3. So this is your answer. So the answer is x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So that was all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching.